Today we're taking a little look at a mini camera, the newest drop from Fujifilm's Instax series, the Mini 40, and a new special edition film type that is by far my favorite they've ever done. I'm just losing it over these old guys.
The kind of photography that would become part of the human being. Press a button and have the picture.
Welcome to In an Instant, my name is Ben, and today we're taking a first look at two new drops from Instax. We've got the aforementioned Mini 40, a stylized, non-doinker Instax camera with swag dripping off of all sides, creating pools of swag all over the table. We're gonna have to clean that up. And we've got the new contact sheet mini film, which is, no doubt about it, not even close, my favorite special frames film Fuji has ever made, but we'll get into those in a second. First, let's talk about this handsome rectangle. The Instax Mini 40 is a fully automatic camera that has more Lomo stylings than the traditional curvy Bulbaronis that Fujifilm has produced for the Instax format since 1998. In 2013, with a growing market interest in nostalgic cameras, Fuji first released the Instax Mini 90, the first of this series, deemed a neoclassic design that was juiced up with features like bulb mode, double exposures, flash override, and a tripod socket. Soon came the glossier Mini 70, and now, because for some reason we're counting backwards, we've reached the Mini 40. The Mini 40, much like the Instax SQ1, which I recently covered in depth, is actually a further simplified option in this line of cameras. It has the same feature set as the Instax Mini 11, which came out in 2020. It has a selfie mirror, a selfie mode, which you can activate by pulling the lens out further. Pop, pop. The flash is always on, and that's sort of the whole package. You might wonder why Fuji wouldn't include the features of the Mini 90 in this camera. Well, here's my thought on that. They already made the Mini 90. It's still in their roster of cameras, and you can still buy it from retailers. The traditional idea of incremental improvements doesn't work the same way in the current instant camera market. You see the same thing with Polaroid, which still sells the One Step Plus. The Polaroid now didn't replace the One Step Plus. So the Mini 40 is basically the simplified edition of this retro mini series, like the SQ1 was for the square line. The camera itself it feels good. They've created a beautiful textured box of retro sugar here. It's really nice. It has a thumb grip on the back, which is sweet. It's a really nice ergonomic touch. It's super sleek, it's streamlined, and like all Instax mini cameras, it takes nice pictures. It has the classic 60mm f12.7 Fujinon lens, which takes super sharp shots, and fill flash that pretty perfectly dials in your exposure every time with minimal effort. The selfie mode is really sweet because it can be used as a macro lens like on the Mini 11 and the SQ1. It takes some getting the hang of in terms of framing, but it really maximizes the darling diminutive dimensions of Instax Mini film. Speaking of Instax Mini film, this camera debuted alongside the super sick contact sheet frames. These simulate proof sheets you get from film negatives in a darkroom, which contain the data from the film. And it's quite common for film photographers to post their images with those borders included. So you're probably familiar with this look. I'm guilty of doing it sometimes. Sue me. Don't sue me. Don't sue me, hashtag no lawsuits. So anyway, doing this design with an instant film frame, it's a very interesting idea. It's weird because the frames are simulating a different kind of film altogether. Contact sheets aren't a thing with instant film, so it's very meta, it's very referential. It's like an inside joke almost, but I think what elevates it a bit is that the film frames actually count up like film borders rebate data would. So they go up to 10 for the 10 shots in the pack. That's just clever. That just makes it even cooler. Who wouldn't love that? If you wouldn't love that, I don't think we should be talking really anymore. I hope you enjoyed this first look at these two snacks. They'll be shipping out in a couple weeks and can be pre-ordered now, or depending on when you're watching this, they're already out, you little time traveler. The Mini 40 can be acquired for $100 USD, and the contact sheet film is $15 a pack. A rather expensive Instax Mini film, but based on the reaction I got when I shared it on my Instagram stories, a lot of you are willing to pay that for sure. Thank you for watching In an Instant. Go ahead and check out the Patreon at patreon.com/inaninstant channel. We're doing exclusive episodes, podcasts, blogs, lots of sweet stuff on there to check out. Go ahead and contact your finger onto that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more reviews, breakdowns, guides, shoots, and all things instant.